All right, shalom, 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 Shabbat shalom, peace, 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 Sabbath, peace. Nawathan kal halalim la, Yahweh bahasham, Yahweh Shai bahasham, Racha hagodash. Giving all praises to Yahweh in the name Yahweh Shai, in the name of the Holy Spirit, double honors unto the elder apostles, the elder bishops, and the heads and elders of all the camps of Great Muslim and GMS who do well. Salutations, peace, and blessings to the Bayat, the water, the house of David. The predestined spirits of election scattered abroad, storm with the governing body in the kingdom to come, the 144,000, 12,000 men, prophets of each tribe of Israel, all right, as well as the innumerable multitudes scattered abroad of men, women, and children that believe on the gospel, including the 1/3, all right, that is outside of the office of a prophet here in Babylon the Great, which is America, according to the scriptures. This is your brother Tazapanya, the Great Millstone, Washington, D.C. camp, Ottawa, Ratazah. This in transit digital epistle is edifying to the elect. So I'm gonna get right into it. So as you can see here, man, I named this video UBI, which is an acronym for Universal Basic Income. It's knocking at the door, and then I got bait and switch. Okay, Elon Musk, Dark MAGA, the wicked witch, warlock, the wicked warlock. All right, is throwing out there on X, formerly known as Twitter, which he owns, that based on the findings of the untracked and slash or monies that was saved supposedly from not paying certain federal employees, from slashing, laying off, firing, whatever departments that they did. They're saying they have enough money that they're able to give out a stimulus check, this time the greatest that America's ever seen, which is $5,000 each. Now, if the Akim remember, there was a not a TED talk, but an interview that he had a while back, where he was basically saying, according to him, because of robots and AI, if I'm not mistaken, that UBI is inevitable. He used the word inevitable, right? What is universal basic income? Is basically when everybody, hence the term universal, gets a basic or a general or equal amount of income, right, from the government, due to whether it be unemployment rate or whatever it may be. Now, Richard Werner, that other Akim should know as well, which was basically a whistleblower, insider. He's a Teemanite from Germany, but he worked in Great Britain as a professor. I forgot what, I think it was either Oxford or something like that, teaching economics. And I think got another job at some central bank, and he was inside the behind closed doors with certain central bankers, and he said that the Bank of England already has the mark of the beast. I'm calling it that because that's what it is, but what they said was the microchip, which he said it was the size of a grain of rice, that is going to be implanted between your thumb and your index finger. Okay? And we've been telling you exactly what Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 on down is, while you got other camps bullshitting. Okay? Now, the last stimmies that the American people got, what happened immediately after? Inflation. Some may even say a soft hyperinflation, because I remember the gas prices that happened around that time. All right, we was talking for premium gas up into to the upper $5 a gallon, $6 a gallon in some places. All right, inflation regarding groceries. All right, going up because people don't understand when you flood the economy, right, with money that is not earned, meaning no services, that it wasn't wages, it's literally gifts, so to speak. uh, uh, Numbers printed, not even printed, but just brought up on a screen to mint certain amount and give out to people. You are inflating or saturating the economy with fiat currency that it is not balanced. This is why you have the term a balance sheet. This is why the scriptures say, Salakia. This is why the scriptures say, um, for what is it? A just balance. Uh, uh, Salakia. Hold on. I'm driving right now, so uh, bear with me. And I'm trying to this, fake little snowstorm going on. It's not as heavy right now, but um, got off the plantation early because of it. But an unjust balance is an abomination unto the Lord, and the 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 Solomon writing down the proverb was taking the metaphor of money or currency, because back then, you know, currency is supposed to be based upon weights, and you would measure out whatever victuals you may have with a certain amount of money. And if it equals out, then the transaction should be trusted within both parties. So if the money is overweighed or the victuals is overweighed, then it's unjust, right? Or you are mixing copper, tin or iron in your copper pennies or whatever it may be, right? Which is unjust. So, like I was using the term with the balance sheet, okay, there's a an income and and basically a debt. So like you have your deficits and your debits, what you actually own and what you're supposed to give out. So because of the disparities in between the GDP of a country, which GDP is an acronym for gross domestic product, it's the total gross domestic inside the country product, things that are produced here. And we don't manufacture or produce anything for the most part are right here that other countries are buying. So if that GDP is low and the amount of money that you're making through your own production is less than the amount of fiat currency circulating the economy, is going to devalue the currency. And that is exactly what would happen if they were to give out $5,000. So now, um, they did the math to give every American $5,000. It's some like $1.75 trillion. But they saying that Doge only found like 55 billion. So there's no way to do it. But either way, just throwing out the talking point of it, and then now you have your media, which we know is controlled, is mainstream media is pushing it out there as some type of breaking news. There's something sus going on. But the point still remains that they're preparing through predictive programming that free money or giving away money type of talking point for people to be more receptive to it, because they know the type of oppressive, financial, tightened lifestyle that they're already living in America in 2025. So of course people is willing just to take free money. You see what I'm saying? Not understanding fully the consequence. But even, let's say, if you do understand the consequence, you can't control what the next man do. So you might be like, I ain't taking no 5,000. All it is going to do is make everything more expensive, but then everybody else around you do it. But again, so the point is, Richard Werner said that the Bank of England, the central bank, has the chip already set up, the infrastructure ready. But he said the bait to take the chip is universal basic income. And you already have the majority of states that already have pilot programs for some sort of universal basic income today, right? So we are pretty much at this point, especially since now we have a crypto-friendly administration, right? A crypto-friendly. What do you even use? What title does Elon have? This is how you know it is. It's all some setup bullshit, man. Nero is a puppet. Elon is a puppet, and they're all just working for the international banking families. But the scriptures say to be um what's the name? You got to be aware of Satan's devices, so it don't take advantage of you. All right. So if we know that these type of things are coming, we got to watch out for them and warn the people so the blood can get off our hands. But it seems very likely that in Nero's next term, this term, in 4 years or less, Lord willing, don't have to take no 4 years, that the end, meaning the chip is going to be pushed and Yahweh Shah going to come back, is going to come. That's what it seems like, because they setting everything up. The stage is getting set up, and it's been getting set up, but it's getting closer and closer and closer now. You see? So they getting everybody ready. You having all type of things with finance. You have this whole term fintech. Fintech being it's not an acronym, but it stands for financial technology. And whenever you hear fintech, pretty much just think of digital currencies, digital distributed ledger technologies, blockchain, even AI, even quantum computing, anything that is going to help finances go to and fro quicker, more convenient, and for it to cost less to the ones that own it. So we at the point where they pretty much setting everything up that it's going to be such an easy transition for them, because they've been preparing for this thing for a while. Because when it goes over, there's going to be a lot of people that get left in the dust, so to speak, because they don't have any idea of what's going on. It's going to be a great switch, the bait and switch, going into the B system, the chip, and then especially when they start globally mandating it, right? And if you don't take it, you're gonna gotta get put under the guillotine. That's gonna really start to bug people out, because we've learned, through the spirit, of course, that, like Elder Apostle Tahar, it's going to be gradualism, just like how it was with the jump shot, just like how the devil do, and we all know it's really the Lord using the precept to until the times of the Canaanites was fulfilled, that he sent hornets little by little. So judgments, or should I say, the stage for his belly to be filled is going to happen little, by little. You don't just scoff something down your throat. You know, you take bites. You use a fork and a spoon and a knife, right? Because in Job it says, as soon as he about to fill his belly, then he shall be caught in straits. And him filling his belly is I don't know if the term would be a soliloquy, but it symbolizes when the uh, the New World Order, the Novus Ordo Seclorum, is unto Esau Edom's liking, um, and has been fully established 100%. Their agenda has reached its pinnacle, but he's going to be in straits, which means a position of difficulty, because that's when basically the missile's going to start flying. World War III is going to officially, the climax of it is going to commence. You know, so um, a lot of changes is going to happen financially speaking. Something that I'm very keen and watching out for, because you know that the MOTB is the RFID chip, and we could see it coming like a freight train with no brakes. You know, so I'm gonna leave it at that. I ain't want to make this too long, but they're gonna be pulling a lot of tricks out the bag. You know what I mean? Remember, it says that even Satan transformed himself into a messenger of light. Remember, light is symbolic for wisdom. Satan in the Greek, since this precept is, I think it's in Corinthians, is Satanos, which means adversary. And the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan are the Edomites, those so-called white people, specifically the Amalekites, those small hatters that run the banking industry, the international banking families, and they're using their puppets, like, let's say, Dark MAGA, Elon Musk, to push as if they know what is best for the people, when really his agendas is all not this one yet. His agendas is all for the good of the elite, not the good of the people. So he's really and I go Revelation. What is that? 13 and 13 and 9, is it? Where the beast that came out of the earth having two horns like a lamb, but speaking like a dragon. So that transforming into light is kind of like being a lamb in the spirit. Very for the people, very warm and cuddly. When the two horns is symbolic for the beast is America, which is basically Rome all over again. All right. And in the full understanding of NATO and EU, and in the Great Hall Rod the Beast, the two horns is nothing but the ancient plebeian and patrician party system, two-party system, which is now the Republicans and the Democrats, but it's going to be coming with draconian measures. So just like this, yeah, we'll give everybody 5,000, not knowing that everything is going to be put on blockchain, right? And eventually they're going to force you to take a chip. And if you don't take the chip and have all your transactions on blockchain, then you're going to get... See, that's the point. That's why he came out with, we want to see all of IRS's records, all the government's records, with all this so-called money being missing. because we want to be able to see a no fraud and things of that nature, laundering and things of that nature happening. Not knowing is nothing but um, a Trojan horse, so to speak. Because if they start up there, eventually it's going to trickle down to the bottom. So they put all the government spending on blockchain. Then they're going to want every citizen's spending on blockchain. Then when you can see everybody's buying and selling, anything that you sell, anything that you buy, you can't do it under the table. You can control somebody wholeheartedly, because if you don't want them to buy or sell something, you could literally do whatever you want and turn it off. All right, so I'm gonna leave it there. Don't want to make it too long on the in transit. All right, Lord willing, I was edifying to the elect. Remember, we gotta watch and pray, because we coming into some very perilous times, as the scriptures say. You know, um, so victual shall seem so good cheap upon earth, like it says in Second Esdras. But even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, pestilence, and great confusion. All right. So yeah, things might be decent. People struggling, but it's not to the point where it's like, you know, like what the fuck, like some shit hit the fan movie, zombie type apocalypse movie type shit. But eventually, it's going to get to that point where everybody is affected, and it's going to be a great confusion. You know, a state of mass psychosis going on, specifically here in America, but all over the world. Because eventually, everybody's going to have to get on blockchain. So with that, man, I'm going to say Brakta Yahweh, Brakta Yahweh Shai. On to the next one. Shalom.